So now we move to Java. Let's start with Java for if. The same, we have the same conditional, the same statement. So let's start with Java. And now we go to Java. Sorry, this one. Okay, here. And let's put this here. And let's go here. And we go Java now here. Let's make it smaller. Okay, now let's take the same exercise and let's translate it to Java now. Okay, so here we have three integers. So let's type integer number 1, integer number 2, integer result. And now how we ask data from the user in Java is different. So in this case, for now, just learn this scanner library from Java. Let's put input as a variable, and then we type new scanner, and inside the scanner we're gonna have the system that in, and now this means we are receiving data from the user when we're gonna use this library called scanner. So remember this to ask data from the user in the terminal, and you will see here we're not gonna use the console as we use in Visual Studio and for C# and C++, but we will have our own command prompt and in our IDE for IntelliJ. Okay, so this is how we request input from user. So how we put output to the user. So first we want to tell the user to write, right? So we use system.out print line. So this is print a line, and we're gonna put the text we want. In this case we need type a number, and this one let's keep it as a variable here. Okay, now we are using, let's say, global variables. We'll explain later on more about the variables, global, local. So, but now let's do this. So now for number 1, as we have in pseudocode here, screen pointer, laser. So you can see here, number 1, we need to assign the data from user, and the data from user is in the scanner, right? Because we're gonna use this library, and the scanner variable is input. So we want the data from the input, and we want to convert it. In this case, you remember we need to convert it to integer or to any other variables. This method here is already built it in Java, so it's easier. We just select next int, and it will give us the input as an integer, right? So we want num2, right? Then we write again system out print line, type a number, then num2 equal input, and we want again next int. So right now we have these two lines here, request something from user. Now we want result is equal to num1 multiplied by num2. Now we have our next line will be to print the result, system out print line, the result is, then we put plus because we're gonna concatenate result. So later on I will explain more about how to use the strings, how to concatenate it, more operations. Right now I just wanted to show how we can use the data type and the if statement, but this one means we are concatenating this one plus this result here. So let's run this one to see how it works. You can see here is building successfully. Now we have here our command prompt. Here let's type 2, then type second number 4, and the result is 8. So this is how you program in Java, and you can see we have done the program in 3 different languages just by knowing the difference, how to request, how to print values, how to use them. But more of them for the basic and the beginning level are the same. So let's now move to the second program. Now we have to include if our value is between 0 and 10. So here type a number between 0 to 10. 0, type a number between 0 and 10, right? We are telling the user this, but maybe the user can type something different, 11, 20. So here we need the if here to write this condition. Here you can see the same way we write the if statement in C++ and C#. If num is less than 0 and okay, sorry, this is num1, and num1 is more than 10, we're gonna tell the user wrong value, program finish. So for this we need to return. So we are returning and it will go out. So this is our if, and we will add the else later on. So let's do the same with number 2. We copy this if statement here, and here we change to number 2 because our number that we are interested is this one. So now let's play. Let's see how it works now with the if conditional. So let's type first something good, it's 5, and then let's type 12. So something went wrong, right? Because this and is wrong. It's saying that the number should be below or higher, and it's not possible to have a number with these two conditions. It should be either of them. So for this one we need the or conditional. So for this one we have the or and okay, and this is the or. So either this one or this one we're gonna go inside. So let's do it again. This is good to show you how it works, how the conditions are behaving. So let's type 9, let's type 25. So it's telling us the wrong value, program finished. So this is how we use this. Now let's just practice and put the else. So if we put else, we type the same as we did in the other programs. So now let's print system out print, and here we're gonna put okay, just to tell the user that this was okay and to show you how it works. So how it works is, if this condition is true, it will execute the lines inside this if, but it belongs to this breaker, but it won't check this data else because this condition was true, so he doesn't need to check this. And as you can see, this else doesn't have any condition. It means whatever other condition that is not evaluated above, it will execute this. Okay, yeah, that's okay. Now we're gonna add this else if. Okay, so let's follow now this one. If result, So this one we already know the error from the video before, so let's do it right away. If result is greater than 20, then okay, here we don't need to type 10, we need to type this. Then system out print line, then we have here value is greater than 20, and now let's put the other one, else if, the same way we wrote before. And let's copy this and we replace this, we put here result greater than 10, and let's copy this and we're gonna put here only else, and here we gonna put other options. So now you will see how this if work. So first it will evaluate this one, then this one, then this one. So if this one is true, it won't evaluate these two, it will run this one and go out. If this is not true, it will go here, and if this one is true, it will execute this line of code and then we'll jump here. And this one not true, this one not true, it will run this one and then this one. So let's do it so you can see how it works. So let's put 2 multiplied by 10, it will be 30, so it will get the first result. Okay, so let's see what happened. Something went wrong, so the value is greater than 10, the result is 20. Yeah, it's okay, because here we are not including 20 inside this one, this only greater, so it means 20 is not greater than 20. Okay, so it go in the second one. So you can see it's not executing all of them, it's just executing the one that is true. So let's make it 4, let's make it 30. Okay, so if I run it again, and then 3 multiplied by 10, now we are 10, so here is greater than 20, yeah, of course. So it run this one but not this one. So let's type another to check the other option. So 1 multiplied by 2 should be 3, so it should give us other options. So that's okay, that's how it works. Now it's working. So this is all for if, else. So we continue now with Python. See you in the next video.